afternoon guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're having a beautiful day and that you guys are staying safe and that you guys are well, because ultimately that's all that matters here. So we're in a little bit of a different spot. I'm trying to work out still in my new flat where's best for filming like sit down chat. I mean, I'm standing, but sit down chatty videos, because I'm trying to work out the best background. Sometimes I feel when I sit down I slouch and I feel like it's not very good for my posture, so I'm gonna try and stand up in this video. I think it might work. I'm hoping it'll work. If not, who cares? So I thought that we should talk a little bit about study abroad, because study abroad is looming. Nobody knows if it's going ahead, and I feel like I want my YouTube videos to help people in the future, so current second years, current first years, for what happens with study abroad. So I will create a playlist for study abroad specifically, and I'm going to document, and especially if/when I go out there, I will also vlog stuff like that, explain how I go about getting accommodation, explain how I go about finance, etc, etc. So this week I've had 2 meetings about study abroad, and so far we're playing it as if it's going ahead. I think a lot of people, or a lot of Erasmus students, have come to Stirling this term, and they just came 2 weeks earlier and self-isolated. So we think that's what's going to happen. Obviously a lot could change between now and January, but that's kind of what we're going off. We don't know if it's going to be online uni or in-person uni, or how it's going to be really, but we're playing it as if we're going there. And hopefully, I'm praying that we will. Hi guys, so I'm just editing this video, and I just wanted to point out that YouTube tells me that 90.4% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. 90.4%, that's right. So if you want to support the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. Because I study Spanish and French, I have to spend time in both Spain and France, or a speaking country who speaks Spanish or French. So I have to spend a minimum of 4 weeks in France, and I have to spend a semester in Spain. Or I could have done it the other way round. I could have done a minimum of 4 weeks in Spain and a semester in France, but I wanted to weight it more towards Spanish. So what that means is, because I'm spending more time in Spain, my degree, when I get it, when I graduate, will be Spanish and French rather than French and Spanish. So the first subject is the country that I spent the longest in, basically. I could have took a year out this year to basically do the English language assistantship, but I didn't want to do that because I don't want to push my graduation back another year. So as it stands, Scottish universities have an extra year. I was very conscious of this, so I will be graduating a year later than if I'd have went to an English university. I was very conscious of this. On top of that, I want to do a postgrad, at least one postgrad. So that's already going to extend my student life. I don't want to be I mean, I know I joke about it, but I don't want to be staying a student for the rest of my life. So that's why I chose not to do that. Plus I thought it would be really disruptive to my training. At the moment, I feel like I'm getting somewhere with my training, and I didn't want to disrupt that too much by spending a year in a country. I think though, between graduation and my masters, I think I will do the English language assistantship with the British Council, so that I don't miss out on that opportunity, because I think I would kick myself if I didn't take advantage of that. And I would rather get it done after my graduation, so that it's not impacting the year that I graduate, basically. So in the meetings for the study abroad, we have discussed the payments methods and basically what it entails. So I know that I will be going to University of Granada, but a lot of people don't know where they're going yet. Basically, what you have to do, this is the case for Stirling anyway, you have to choose your top 10, I think it is, in order the universities that the university's partnered with, and I pop it on the screen there, the universities that Stirling is partnered with. So you basically have to put them in order, 1 to, let's say, 10, of which university you would prefer to be at. From the Spanish group chat that I'm in, Granada, Sevilla, Cordoba are very popular, and I think a lot of people are not going to get their first choice. So basically the university will only send, I think it's 6 people to each place, because they don't want everybody to basically go to the same place. The reason why I know that I'm guaranteed my place in Granada is because I am doing an extra scholarship. So I applied for the Stevenson scholarship, which is an extra scholarship that you can get, and I was awarded that scholarship. So I have to go to Granada basically. So I know for a fact that I will be placed in Granada, but other people haven't received their placements yet. With regards to Erasmus, we basically have been told that we have to get insurance. Now the e-hit cards, because we're just in the process of leaving the EU, we don't actually know if the e-hit cards are going to be relevant forms of insurance, basically. So if anybody actually has any information on that, please feel free to comment below. But our tutors don't seem to have a clue. It's quite funny because our tutors, like, they're so funny. If you come to Stirling, Jose and Jean-Michel are so helpful. They will bend over backwards for you, and they're just generally funny guys. I absolutely love them, and I have so much respect for the amount of help that and work they put in for their students. I don't know what that's like in other universities, but I can definitely say that Stirling have been so helpful with that. So the Erasmus is a grant that is basically provided if you go into Europe. So if I was to go for my study abroad in Mexico, I wouldn't be able to get that grant. It would be all self-funded. Now you still do get your student loan, but you wouldn't get your Erasmus grant on top of that. And because I'll still be renting here, I kind of can't rely on my SAS for paying my rent when I'm in Spain. My SAS will go to paying my rent in Scotland. So that was another thing. I didn't want to go to Latin America just for a semester anyway. I think I would rather do that for a whole year if I was doing English language assistantship. I think that would be an incredible learning experience, and it would be a totally different culture altogether. As yet, I have no idea where I want to go to do that with the British Council when I graduate. I probably would be more inclined to go to a French-speaking country because I've spent more time in Spain, but it really depends as my language skills develop. So overall, I'm really, really looking forward to my time abroad, and I'm gonna continue to look forward to it until or if that gets taken away. And I don't want to really dwell on the fact that it might not happen, because I feel like that's quite a negative approach. With regards to the finance, I will do a fully separate video once I know more. There are a lot of forms to fill out, and to be honest, the initial meeting was very overwhelming with the amount of information that was given, and it was really helpful that they recorded that meeting so that we can then go back and watch it, because there are a lot of forms, a lot of health and safety stuff. There's a lot of things to ensure that you're actually there, because unless you actually are in the country, you do not receive your Erasmus grant. So say we stay in this country and it's online university at the University of Granada or wherever people are going, you will not receive that Erasmus grant because you're not in that country. That Erasmus grant is for rent and extra finance. With regards to plane tickets, I will cover this more in a finance video, but the plane tickets are fully paid by SAS. I don't know what other other student loan agencies are like, but there's Scottish, I don't even know what it stands for, but SAS pay for your flight tickets and your luggage out there. So there is no extra cost really other than rent. And most people won't be renting in this country, so their rent money will be able to go to there. As it stands, I didn't realise that I'd chosen a cheap place, but it turns out Granada's quite cheap for rent. And everywhere that I've looked so far looks a lot cheaper than in this country. So I hope this video has been helpful. I hope that it is helpful for future students. I will be doing more videos on my study abroad experience and kind of what happens, because I personally feel like I would have personally liked to have known this information earlier than what the university tells you. The university doesn't tell you until the year before, because they have so many people going on study abroad, especially in the language department. It's a yearly thing that everybody has to go abroad. So the university deals with 1 year at a time, and they don't really focus on it until you're in third year. I would probably have liked to have known it at the end of second year, but I understand that it would be very difficult for the university to do. So I want to make these videos so that anybody who's going on a study abroad can have this information earlier on, but also so that you can see my experience. So I will vlog when if I'm in Granada. I will vlog my experience. I will vlog how I go about getting accommodation. Some universities provide student halls accommodation, but some universities don't. I don't yet know what Granada's like. If you do, please comment below. If you have any advice and you've done Erasmus in Granada, please also comment below. My Instagram handle is here. And I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Click the subscribe button so that you can see all of my other Erasmus study abroad videos as they come up. Make sure you ring the notification bell so that you get notified every single time I post a video. I also have a second channel. It's a faith channel, so if you are interested in that, definitely feel free to check it out. It's not exclusively for just Christians. Anybody's welcome. It goes into how to defeat anxiety, and also there are a lot of Christian videos on there as well. So definitely feel free to check that out. That's called Save a Wretch Like Me. In the meantime though guys, please be sure, if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. I hope that this video was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!